Hi everyone, it's Mr. Ramirez here. Now first of all, sorry my glasses are falling. First of all, this is another episode of Mr. Ramirez reading the Bible. Now today, last time I read you Genesis chapter 4, Cain and Abel. And so I'll start with a proverb. I'm going to do the same thing with this video. I'm going to start with a proverb, Proverbs, the book of Proverbs, and then move on to the story that I'm going to read for you today. Okay, so the first proverb, Proverbs chapter 2. My child, listen to what I say and treasure my commands. Tune your ears to wisdom and concentrate on understanding. Proverbs 2-4. Search for them as you would for silver. Seek them like hidden treasures. Proverbs 2-13. These men turn from the right way to walk down dark paths. Okay. So as you can see, I'm doing two because today is the 2nd of April, 2013. Okay. Chapter 4, Proverbs chapter 4. My children, listen when your father corrects you. Pay attention and learn good judgment. For chapter 4-2. For I am giving you good guidance. Don't turn away from my instructions. Chapter 4-13. So don't turn away from my instructions, for the Lord God is giving you good guidance. Pay attention and learn good judgment. Chapter 4 verses 13 says, take hold of my instructions. Don't let them go. Guard them, for they are the key to life. So take hold of God's instructions. Guard them, for they are the key to life. So guard the instructions of God. Okay, so now the last one, chapter 13 for 2013. So here we go. 13:1. A wise child accepts a parent's discipline. A mocker refuses to listen to correction. 13:2. Wise words will win you a good meal. Wise words will win you a good meal. But treacherous people have an appetite for violence. 13:4. Lazy people want much but get little. But those who work will prosper. That's true. 13-13. People who despise advice are asking for trouble. Those who respect a command will succeed. That's very true. People who despise advice are asking for trouble. Those who respect a command will succeed. So that's it. That's the Proverbs. Chapter 2, chapter 4, chapter 13 of Proverbs. Now let's move on to the story that I'm going to be reading for you today. Now I'm going to be reading for you, lovely people out there. I'm going to be reading for you the story of Jonah. That's right, the story of Jonah in the Old Testament. It's between Obadiah and Micaiah. It's between Obadiah and Micaiah. Just 2 pages. Yep. So let's begin with the story of Jonah. The story of Jonah. Oh, you saw that. Oh. Okay, the story of Jonah. Jonah runs from the Lord. The Lord gave this message to Jonah, son of Amittai. Get up and go to the great city of Nineveh. I can't pronounce these names. Nineveh. Announce my good judgment against it, because I have seen how wicked its people are. But Jonah got up and went in the opposite direction to get away from the Lord. So the Lord gave the message to Jonah and told him what to do. But remember what said in Proverbs, listen to his instructions. Jonah did not listen to God. He ran in the opposite direction. He went in the opposite direction. But Jonah got up and went in the opposite direction to get away from the Lord. He went down to the port of Juba. where he found a ship leaving. When he found a ship leaving for Tarshish, he bought a ticket and went on board, hoping to escape from the Lord by sailing to Tarshish. But the Lord hurled a powerful wind over the sea, causing a violent storm that threatened to break the ship apart. Fearing for their lives, the desperate sailors shouted to their gods for help and threw the cargo overboard to lighten the ship. So you see, you try to get away from the Lord, you can't get away from him. He's everywhere. But all this time Jonah was sound asleep in the hold. So the captain went down after him. So the captain said to Jonah, he asked him, "How can you sleep at a time like this?" He shouted. How can you sleep at a time like this? Get up and pray to your God. Maybe he will pay attention to us and spare our lives. So Jonah, while all this was happening, a great big storm, Jonah was sleeping. So the captain asked him, "How can you sleep at a time like this?" He shouted. "Get up and pray to your God. Maybe he will pay attention to us and spare our lives." Then the crew cast lots to see which of them had offered. Then the crew cast lots to see